I'm Gloria Young. I'm 73 years old, and my hair is growing back from losing it from scalp psoriasis. And I've led a healthy lifestyle my whole life. I've been married 55 years. My husband knew about it when we got married, and so we've lived a healthy lifestyle. So I was very surprised that about a year ago that I would get a scalp psoriasis and on my ears and neck and trunk. And so I had read several things about that I needed. Probably everything starts in the colon, we know that. I have every health book there ever has been written, I think, about that. And I've done it on a limited basis. But when I heard about Living Waters, Dave DeHaas was a friend of my son's, and he was telling about what they were doing, and so my son says, Mom, you just got to go. We've just got to get this thing healed. It's itchy, it hurts, it's very uncomfortable, and since I lost my hair, you know, I mean, it came out because you try to scrape all the scales out, and it comes out in the comb. So anyway, I really was excited to hear that there actually was somebody that would do it, would guide you through it. I had no idea, really, what I was getting into, that I would learn so many things. It isn't just having colonics. Wendy DeHaas is the queen of cheerleaders. She knows how to be a cheerleader, to encourage you, to, when the son, Nathan, that knows David, was married. He married Susie LaShawn, that came from Florida. They met at university. And she came into our family, and her philosophy is everybody needs a cheerleader. And boy, she has done an excellent job with her children because she is a good cheerleader. Well, Wendy is the queen of cheerleaders. Everything you do, she encourages you, even if you're thinking, oh, did I ever mess up on this? No, she says, no, that's right. That's how your body works. And so she's taught me emotional things that with the different reading. I think the hardest thing for me was that the vernacular of some of the things that she told me kind of butted heads with my belief system. And then I just realized, you know, it's like the blind man and the elephant. Somebody's feeling the tail and says, no, it's a little and round. And the other blind man says, he's holding onto the leg and he says, no, it's big and flat. And another one, big and round. And another one says, is holding onto the ear and he says, no, it's flexible and flat. And they're all talking about the elephant, but they're using different vernacular. They're seeing it from a different perspective. And so that's the way that I felt, is that, no, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If some of the things don't resonate with you as far as the way that it's told, change it into the words that you know. And so that, you know, that would be the only thing that maybe some people would have some problem with it. But I've learned so much. I really, really have. And so, you know, as long as we follow, I don't know if you want to say your gut feeling or your beliefs that, you know, the Creator does all things well. And you know, there's a reason that I've had to have psoriasis, I guess. And just to find out what wonderful people that David and Wendy are, you know, to go through this cleanse, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. And I really have really appreciated it. And so I think it's an awesome experience, and I learned a lot about myself, and I really feel I've already gone through the 10-day just yesterday, and I just feel really much better. I can't say the psoriasis is completely decided to go bye-bye. Yeah, and I'm really pleased that we found out about it, and I would highly recommend it, and I want to do it again.
Yeah.
So, you know, as Mount Saudi, it is going there, and I'm very pleased. Any questions?
Yeah, so the question I was going to ask you, I know you've done some cleansing in the past.
Right.
And you've had your own Klima board, right?
Right.
Right.
I do have my own Klima board.
Yeah, so how would you compare, you know, the Klima board to the bed that you're on here?
Oh, well, there's no comparison, because you have a continual flow of water filtered. It's filtered. I've probably had Bernard Jensen's book for 40 years at least on colon cleansing, and so we know that different organs need to be cleansed, our liver and our kidneys and stuff. And I've passed kidney stones, gallbladder stones, and a liver as a liver cleansed. And so you do go through a liver cleanse. I can't say it's a whole lot of fun, but it surely isn't as bad as I thought it might be.
Yeah,
I love the Biomat.
The T-zone, what are those things that you like?
I like them all, really, yeah. The and cute little songs, and I loved listening to Marianne Williamson. I'm a little bit prone to like her more than others because I'd read her books, and it's really something I didn't realize that it really went along with what I'd be learning here. And I had just read her book again just before I came. You know, those kind of things don't just happen. It's all part of the whole healing. And so I really do feel, there's, you can do your cleansing at home, and I know that, I'm sure it's helped in the past, and I've taken tinctures, and I've taken parasite tinctures and stuff probably for the last several years, and yet I needed to have a full cleansing to get those things eradicated from my body.
Yeah. So did you...
Anything above... I think the biggest thing that I was really... is that I thought, oh no, I don't want to have to tell Wendy that. She's going to think I really messed up. And she's saying, oh, it's just all right. It's okay. This is the way your body works, and don't sweat it, And so it was... I think that was as much an aha moment as anything. And then too, there's little songs that they play when you're on Ondamed, and which is energy. And we know that energy healing is just so pertinent, and they do have that as well. And then the Biomat that has the garnets in it, and you lay on that, and then the T-zone. I had fallen just before I started. I started on the 5th of July, and on the 4th of July, I slipped over a little something in Walmart as I was getting my distilled water for the cleanse, and I thought, the 4th time in 3 months, since March, so I guess about 4 times in 4 months, I'd fallen on my hip each time. And so I've been doing the T-zone, and which is like 10 minutes on it's like an hour on a trampoline, and I have a little mini trampoline which I'm doing, but anyway, since I'd fallen on my hip again, which really was very smart, and but she's saying it's okay, it's all part of the process, you just don't worry. So I would say her encouraging attitude, if she ever decides to retire, she's going to have to teach somebody a lot of things. Goodness. Oh my goodness, there's nothing to fear, and it's a very, very positive experience. Yeah, very positive. I would recommend it to anyone, because you feel lighter. I mean, I guess they say you lose weight. I determined I wasn't going to weigh all the time when I was here. I live 400 miles away, and I came down for this. I live up by Coeur d'Alene, and so, I came down for, primarily I came. Last year when I first got psoriasis, I actually got staph infection as well, and so my neck and everything, I just looked like raw hamburger, so I did have to go to the medical. And precious little doctor in St. Mary's where we live, when she, they did heal the staph, which had to be done before I could even start on anything else, and with antibiotics, and then she took skin biopsies to see if I really did have psoriasis. She told me there was nothing medically they could do for psoriasis that didn't have more side effects than was worth it. So, and since I was already, she says, you're already on a herbal nutritional path, she said, go for it. If you find something that works for you, just hang on tenaciously. Medically, there wasn't anything. And so that was confirmed what I felt, that we would, do the organic, which we do, and raise our own beef and chickens and things like that. Though I just found out I'm type A and I can't have beef, but anyway, I'm trying to eat a type A diet since I came to Wendy, and she had me, find out what blood type I was. And so, and buy all the things. And yet I thought, you know, all the supplements, and everything I read about or anybody told me about, I've been doing
Right.
for this, you ought to see what I take every day. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think this almost puts you like you're gonna start over again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I plan to live to be 100, so. And there's
Cool.
good food, I should mention that. She fixes the fresh juices for you when you come, and, you know, organic, so you eat during the day, in between part of your stuff. It's just wonderful. The whole atmosphere is just very, very wonderful. I'm really, really pleased. There couldn't be any improvements as far as I'm concerned.
Cool.
I really appreciate the encouragement I got.